Hey, I'm Tommy,
I'm John.
and we're from O's Films, and today we're talking about Mulan!
Yes.
Alright, one of the greatest things I love about Mulan is that we have a female DP, Mandy Walker. We don't have much female DPs on the board, actually. It's kind of cool. And it's to see a female DP kind of lead like a female empowerment movie is dope. Like having more females in the film industry is I think it's pretty awesome.
Mm-hmm. And I thought she did a great job.
Yeah.
I loved that.
And that leads us to cinematography, number 2. So, cinematography in this film, great. I loved a lot of the shots. And one of my favorite shots that kind of stood out to me was when Mulan was running up the stairs. Is that a spoiler? No. She's running up the stairs. Spoiler alert! Oh!
We're not going to tell you which stairs, but...
Anyways, it was a very pretty shot. Very welcomed. The composition was great. The way they lit it, the shadows and angles. I think most of the film, lighting and using, just diffusing the scene, and I really love the landscape, how they composed everything, how they kind of established the characters in this space. It reminded me a lot of how Japan would establish their anime characters, very wide and small people in this big world that's unknown to them. So I really love immersing people, the viewers, into the world that Mulan lives in.
Mm-hmm. I really like the detail shots.
Yes.
All right, moving on. For me, with the cinematography, I really liked the detail shots. With especially with the sword, and the whetstone hitting that. A lot of the powders. I felt like that's one of the reasons why I might have liked the wardrobe a lot, is because you kind of felt the texture on it because of those detail shots.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I felt the wardrobe of that time, and I love that.
Number 3, on camera Asians representation. So I believe that Johnny, you can come back here.
I just so
Johnny wants to make sure that he's here to support minorities, guys.
I'm with it. Those films, Wong Fu, let's do it.
I can't believe this is our agenda. Minorities, more minorities on camera. I believe it's been a really great time period for a lot of minorities in general, especially for the Asian community, that we have a little more Asians kind of in the mainstream media of Hollywood. I can't speak for an Asian because that's, Asians, that's all we got in Asia. But out here in Hollywood, out here in the US, and just America itself, having on-camera Asians is kind of cool. It's different, it's different from having Asians and Asian Americans, but in general, just having Asians on camera kind of showcases hey, yo, we're not just the stereotypes that everybody thinks we are. We are actors, we're talents, we do stuff outside of the norm, we take the risk of pursuing entertainment, and we have our cultures and our values that we like to share, and I think it's really cool that Mulan's part of this movement.
Mm-hmm.
This video is so short.
Number 4, I really like the fight scene between Chen and Mulan. That spear fighting scene when they're training in camp. So that spear fighting scene, from a cinematic standpoint, from an action standpoint, everything I felt looked really good. I felt the hits.
Yeah, the sound effect, I believe the sound effect was great. The camera movements, how they kind of established the camp, leading people in when they're training at first, and kind of leading to this banter and beef between the two characters. I thought it was pretty smooth. A lot of the smooth camera movements here and there.
Mm-hmm.
And
even from a story perspective, just bringing in the commander, starting to notice them.
mm-hmm.
I always love when the protagonist or lead heroine is fighting or in conflict with the love interest. So
is that a love interest?
I thought it was.
Kinda. It kind of leads you on, not really.
Right. I'm feeling okay, this is the love interest because Donnie Yen, love the guy, but he can't really be Mulan's love interest.
Especially in this version, right?
Yeah, in this version.
And he's a lot older. No offense, Donnie.
Yeah,
but
we loved you in it anyways.
He's more like a father figure than anything else.
Yeah, but they were kind of building that like love interest. Obviously, it can't be like a total love interest because he thinks she's a man still.
That's true. But anyways, back to the fight.
Yeah. So, again, I just really felt the hits. I felt the excitement of that. I felt like Mulan is starting to come to form, which was one of my favorite parts in the original, those training sequences, and seeing her kind of come to form and be at par or really take over, you know, and show that she stands out.
I wish there was more fight scenes, but that was great. We really loved the scene there, kind of building all the characters and seeing where their lowest points were as like soldiers and kind of develop themselves into like stronger characters through this training of martial arts.
Thank you guys. Let us know what you thought of Mulan. You know, check it out. Obviously, you got to check it out because it was such a classic, you know, growing up, and it was such an amazing film. So, you have to watch the remake. No matter what Disney puts out in a remake of a classic or a live action, you got to check it out. You got to see what's up. So, let us know. Did you love it? Did you hate it? What did you like about it? What didn't you like about it? And we'll see you guys next time.